Yeah, so get this. In the past 2 years, I've received a lot of Kundlis, and it's very shocking to see that people residing in US, Canada, and Australia are asking questions which is very different to how I receive questions in India. In India, it's always about the questions and the answers they want solutions to, but there's not much of an understanding that they require. Right? It's very much solution oriented. However, the Kundlis that I've received from Australia, they really want to know what it is, how things work, and basically the scientific approach to it. So recently, with the client that I consulted, he had consulted some previous astrologer, and based on his D1 chart, which is the Lagna chart, he was told by the astrologer this is a certain negative placement and this is going to manifest. But when I checked it, I didn't see that manifesting. And the client, when I asked him trailing back to a few years, the similar placement result, so he said that okay, this did not manifest, then please explain this to me. So I told him that D1 is the overall chart, right? It's basically cover of a book that you want to read. However, the D30 is which is the most important thing for knowing all the sufferings. So if anybody who wants to know all the sufferings that the person is going to entail in his life, it has to be checked by the D30. Reason being is, let's suppose there are a lot of people who have Raj Yoga, right? I'm pretty sure you must have heard of it, that a lot of people have Raj Yoga, and this doesn't get manifested. So the reason is very simple, because Raj Yoga itself doesn't signify that this is gonna work, because there are a lot of permutation and combination that needs to be checked. It's a completely different mathematical model. So what I suggest to all people, that if you want to know your sufferings, okay, if you want to know what are the karmic debts that you need to clear, what are the things that you will suffer in this life, it will 100% reflect in your D30 chart.